Hi, I'm Melvin York. I hope you enjoyed the upcoming video of gardening with Daddy Pete. Hi, I'm Melvin York with Daddy Pete's Plant Pleasure. There's so many different ways that we can garden in today's world. There's really no excuse for you not having a vegetable garden or an annual garden, perennial garden, because we can grow in containers is one way, we can grow in bags, we can grow in raised beds, in row gardens, and yes, even straw bales. Now there is a difference between straw and hay bales. Straw bales is actually a product that's had the grain taken off the top and it's the stems left. Where hay will still have weed seed and could be even the seed of what was grown, the grass on it. So we want to make sure that we do use straw, which would be either oat straw, hay straw, barley straw for this. Now, what we're going to do, this bale has been soaked before, but if you buy a fresh bale of straw, you want to make sure that you do take it over. And what we're going to do is just turn the bale over this way. As you can see the strings, we want to make sure that they lay horizontal. And we want this part of the bale to be on top. Now, we make sure that you do water this in, keep it watered because it will heat for 7 to 10 days. After that, we're fine to plant in. Now, I know everybody thinks this might be just a little bit out of the ordinary to plant in a hay bale, but believe me, look at the space. The cost is $3 to $4, and then here's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to water our hay bale in. Okay, just kind of get it going. Here just a little bit, and we're going to water it all over here in just a moment. And you can plant any kind of vegetable, any kind of flower in here. This hay will actually hold the water, give it good drainage, makes it perfect. Now, we do need a growing medium in there. So what we've chose today is we're going to take a couple of the squash vines, just a regular squash or zucchini. You can do tomatoes, you can do cabbage, just about any type of vegetable. And what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 per bale here. So the first ones we're going to do is we're going to do some squash here. Now what we want to do is this. We want to go in and just take a regular trowel or either your gardening shovel, your little hand shovel, and we're going to go in about the same distance. So we want to go in and kind of make us a hole. You see that? We kind of dig down in just a little and make a hole. And we'll come back here, same area, and do the same thing. Now we're giving us a place to put our plants here and make sure that they're open up. We can stick our hand in. Now, we're doing great. Now, the next thing is if I could get my assistant to hand me a cup here. What we want to do is we want to plant our plants in the straw, but we want to amend it with some Daddy Pete's cow manure. Give it some organic matter, a little nutrients. So what we're going to do is we're going to work this down in well. We're going to do that on both holes to start with. And then we'll show you the good part in just a moment. Now we're going to reach down and grab out one of the squash. We're going to stick him in good and tight and get some more Daddy Pete's to put around it. Now, that already looks good, doesn't it? Isn't that colorful? That is really something. Now, can you imagine that just sitting out maybe in the corner of your yard or even on the corner of the deck? So we want to pack that real well around there. And then we want to do one more. We're going to have a finished product here in just a moment. And we need some more Daddy Pete's. And the cow manure from Daddy Pete comes directly from our farm. It's compost from our cows. We know what the cows are fed. We know the process. It's the same every time. We're a 100-year-old farm, and we're local. We're here just for you. All right, now, we have those planted. What we want to do is one more thing. We want to take some of this Daddy Pete, and we want to make sure that we get a good coat over the top. This will allow for our roots to pick up nutrients as it soaks through the bale Also help it add, hold moisture and add content. I'm going to kind of work that around just a little bit. Now, here comes the easy part. We want to just sprinkle in, wet the sides good. And as we wet it, you can see that it's working its way down into the straw, down about to the root area, the root zone of the plant. And now that we have our squash planted and our hay bale, we have one final thing to do. We've watered it in and we're ready to go. We need some fertilizer. Now, at Daddy Pete's, we're an organic company. We believe in natural, so it's only fitting that we come out with our own organic natural fertilizer, Daddy Pete's. So we're going to use some of that today on our squash, and then we're going to water those in. What I recommend is to take a good handful, run around that between the two plants. Come out just a little bit because those roots are going to go out, and that's what we want them to do, out into the bale where they get the nutrients and the moisture. Now we're going to take and water that in. We don't need to water the fertilized bag, so we'll move it just for a second. And as it goes down into the straw with the compost, our little squash plants in a few days are going to be up and running and ready to go. We'll pull them right out of there. So as the sun goes down, here in a moment, they'll come right out. And a few weeks, we're going to be ready for the table. Test 3344221111. Testing. Thank you for watching this upcoming video. I forgot my lines. Hi, I'm Melvin. This is for all the rednecks. Okay. Thank you for watching. No, wait a minute. Thank you for watching this upcoming video of Daddy Pete gardening. Of gardening with Daddy Pete. What did we say?